Greetings, Mega Man fans, and welcome back to the Mega Man Rock Force LPA. I've been putting him off for long enough. It's finally time to go after Charade Man, my personal favorite of the 8 robot rebels. What the? Stage crew! Come on! I bought 4 rolls of bright orange neon tape. I spiked that section personally, and what do? You forget to put a freaking floor there for our actor to land on! Now he's gonna be in the hospital, and it's just, I'm not gonna have a boss fight! No, never mind. He'll be fine in time for the mid-boss round. Okay, moving on. So, as you probably would have guessed, assuming you noticed the break a leg and the Dapper Mets, we're not just in any stage type. This is a theater stage, which is inherently awesome. I mean, I'm not quite a theater geek, but somewhere close. Ha! Like, things like this, I like. Comedy and tragedy, the 2 main genres of theater back in the day. And, little proof of concept, circuit breaker wrecks barriers. So, with that, it's time to sit back and enjoy the show. I haven't even barely started, and they're already trying to pull me off stage. Am I really that bad at acting? Don't answer that. Anyway, the Shepard Crooks, straight out of vaudeville from, I think it was the 1920s, they'll drag you backwards. Only these are a lot more lethal than what humans had to deal with, because they're more than happy to pull you right into spikes. These dancing top hat wearing robots are called entertainers. They throw their Shepard's Crooks at you, and their Shepard's Crooks can totally deflect your shots and fly into your back. They're kind of annoying if you let them live for too long. And I see mid-bosses. That's Wave Mans, one of Ring Mans, Top Mans, Plant Mans. I think that's Tomahawk Mans. And I also recognize Bubble Mans. Lots of mid-bosses. And Party Poopers. They kind of feel oddly fitting here, too. Maybe even more so than they were in Fuse Man's stage. Wait a minute. I see you up there. You're a screw bomber. Straight out of Mega Man 1. Shooting 2 spreads of 5 shots. Neat little blast from the past there. Originally, the screw bombers here were blue. Kind of a problem, considering the fact the stage was originally 20% more blue than it is now. So they blended right in with the scenery. But then they were recolored red, and it was a lot easier to see them. And then the stage was made 20% less blue, so all was well. Well, a lot more than 20%, but in jokes. And Boss Gate. And that's Shadow Man. Wait. Oh, I get it. It's Charades. Only the deadly variety, because Charade Man's trying to kill me. He was matching Shadow Man's AI exactly, with the exception of firing at me. Now he's matching Quick Man's AI. Oh, boy. This. Yeah, I saw that coming. Oy vey. Ow! You stopped right in front of my face, you jerk! That was kinda tricky. Yeah, he got Quickman and Shadow Man down, Pat. In easy mode, he actually uses Toad Man and Gemini Man instead. It's quite funny to fight him with Toad Man, since he does the dance, but it doesn't rain on you. That being said, he knows what he's doing is completely silly, judging by that smug smirk of his. One of the reasons why I like Charade Man so much. He just has so much personality to him. And he dresses like a girl. That happens in drama, and it's infinitely more hilarious there than anywhere else. And invisible platforms. That explains why the Dapper Met was floating. And a very good use of Circuit right here. If I fall into the pit, I have nothing to blame but myself. Good way to use invisible platforms in a Robot Master stage. I'm betting this, in particular, is a reference to mimes. Really? Still a type of acting, that's for sure. And we're done with that. Wonder what's next. Oh! Shakespearean balconies. Romeo and Juliet reference, okay. Kinda makes me wish there were floating daggers or something like that. Reference to Macbeth. That one's been one of my favorites since grade 12. Wait a minute! Oh my word, what did I just say? Ah, idiot! You know better! You do not utter the name of the Scottish play in theater. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay. I'm gonna have to deal with the repercussions of that, I bet. Gah! I see the people are not. I see the audience isn't pleased with that. Ow. Yeah, no, the audience definitely isn't happy with me. Ag! These are tomatoes. They're explosive tomatoes. Not very threatening on their ascent, but, be careful on the descent, as they hurt you then. Notably, the tomatoes will also destroy the entertainers in one hit. So don't worry, you're not the only one whose acting sucks. And now I think we're in what's a recreation of Cutman's corridor from Mega Man 1. Neat. Very neat. This entire stage is neat. I mean, there's break a leg, a reference to the fact that telling people good luck is usually seen as bad luck. There's, the distinguished gentlemen that tend to watch theaters. I know there was a theater curtain lying around somewhere. There was the vaudeville hooks, the entertainers, the invisible blocks, the charades fight, the balconies, the rotten produce that comes up with bad acting. Just lots and lots and lots and lots of references. Heck, even referenced comedy and tragedy, the two main genres of theater. Like, I really like this stage. As a theater nut, I really enjoy this stage. Not going to say it is as good as Circuit Man's, though. While the variety is appreciated, it does not help the level in terms of cohesion. The nature of how to solve certain gimmicks, while executed fairly well, is generally rather different from how to deal with other gimmicks in the same stage. Anyway, enough about that. It's time for Charade Man himself. And like Shadow Man and Cook Man before him, he is not easy. If you thought the charades was the worst thing he could do, you would be very, very wrong. Yeah, if you can't tell, I am actually kind of panicking a little. I mean, if I was even remotely properly focused, that would never have hit me. Alas, I'm not. He has two different attacks. The blue balls, which explode in a spread, and the red balls that explode into charade clones that will also absorb your shots. They're both very deadly, and you really don't want them to swarm the screen with clones. Like I said, I'm kind of panicking right now. And not without reason. Not without reason at all. Oh my word, I can't believe I pulled that off. Charade Man is easily the hardest of the initial 8 Robot Masters. No question about it. That's what I get for saying Macbeth in a theater. Alright, let's grab Tornado Man and get out of here. I don't want to refight that boss. Anyway, besides rescuing Tornado Man, we also picked up the Charade clone. One of the greatest utility weapons I've ever seen. It's an explosive, expendable clone that you can throw into dangerous situations and solve them without getting yourself killed. It also lets you get things like that Trap E-Tank from Circuit Man's stage. And on that note, we've rescued Tornado Man. And we also, since we've beaten all 8 Robot Masters, we get a scene with him. And, or whichever Robot Master you rescue last. Which is pretty neat. You get to see a little glimpse of each of the Rock Force's personalities. It's kind of interesting what Goldwater did with Tornado Man. He's the one with the least official personality of all the 8 members of the Rock Force. Makes it kind of neat to see what people apply to him, because he's more of a blank slate than the rest. And things are going hilariously wrong. Sounds like a Mega Man game. And a brand new Rogues Gallery to deal with. I'm not dealing with them. Nope. Nope. Instead, I'm going to be dealing with these folks. So, to quickly explain how this works, if you defeat a Robot Master in one of these 4 corners, you get the set that I originally had, where the Fusion Masters appear here. If you defeat one of the Robot Masters in the cardinal directions, then you get these 4 right here. And I will be doing these 4 first of the 2 sets, as they were the ones originally present in the game before the new set was added. But before all of that, I have to show off Tornado Man. After all, I did it for everyone else. Tornado Man, the first important thing about him is he has a higher jump. Which, no surprise, he's a wind robot. And, if he uses up fire, he uses Tornado Blow, which is basically a screen clearer that increases his jump height even further. His regular fire lets him fire these horizontal gyro attacks. Slightly slower firing rate than, say, Cutman's rolling cutters, but otherwise they are very, very similar. If he uses downfire in the air, he gets this Tornado Hover, which also lets him do the Mario against certain enemies. Assuming you can use it right, which I seem to be basically incapable of doing. Silly. And incidentally, I got infected, but anyway, that's besides the point. And that's Tornado Man. He's a very effective character, especially for dealing with platforming challenges. That being said, as you could probably have gathered, I haven't used him very much. Charade Man's almost always the last one I kill, so... And we even have all of the Rock Force now. No more new playable characters, folks. And we'll be doing Mega Man for the rest of the regular run. Anyway, that's all I need to show for this episode. So for the next one, we're not out of Scary Land yet. I'll be going from one nightmare to another. Joy. Oh well. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Until the next one, goodbye!